Do you know what an ectopic pregnancy is? You don't? Come join me. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. An ectopic pregnancy in its most basic form means a pregnancy outside of the uterus. Any pregnancy that's normal will be within the uterus and the baby will grow there over the course of 9 months. A pregnancy that winds up going outside of the uterus for various reasons is potentially deadly. If the embryo is growing in an enclosed space, it has no place to go. It's going to get bigger, 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 and all of a sudden you may recognize that you start to have pain. Maybe you have back pain. Maybe you have pain on the side. Maybe you start to see bleeding when you go to the bathroom. And when that happens, you have to have questions and you have to go to your doctor immediately, because now they have to determine where the pregnancy is, they have to determine how far along your pregnancy is, and whether or not the pregnancy is viable. If this pregnancy is outside of the uterus and it continues to grow and you continue to have symptoms to suggest that something else is going on there, and the doctors fail to recognize that you have the pregnancy outside of the uterus, you can wind up with devastating results. One of them, the most serious one, is that you could rupture and bleed to death. Another alternative is that they finally recognize where it is, and then they have to go in and perform surgery in order to try and remove the fallopian tube and save your life. If an ectopic pregnancy is recognized in the very early stages, there are certain medications that can be given in order to treat that condition. However, if the pregnancy is far along and we're beyond that stage, then there are only two types of surgeries that can be performed in order to remove that pregnancy. Number one is known as a salpingostomy. That's an attempt to go into the fallopian tube and remove the pregnancy while leaving the fallopian tube intact. If that's not possible, the doctors may have to go in and perform surgery, and that's known as a salpingectomy, where they actually have to go in and remove the fallopian tube and the pregnancy within it. And they need to do that before the tube ruptures. So why do I tell you about this? I tell you about this because chances are you have questions and concerns about your particular ectopic pregnancy. And if this happened here in the state of New York, then I encourage you to pick up the phone and call me. This is what I do every single day. I answer legal questions just like yours, and I'd be happy to talk with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I'm Gerry Oginski here in New York. Thanks for watching.